Welcome to the world of casinos, where the thrill of winning and the agony of losing can be just a spin away. If you're a regular at the casino, you know the rush of adrenaline that comes with placing a bet and waiting for the outcome. But have you ever stopped to think about the money traps that casinos use to keep you coming back for more? In this video, we're going to expose the top 4 casino money traps that'll change how you play forever. First, let's talk about the most obvious trap, the house edge. Every casino game has a built-in house edge, which is the statistical advantage that the casino has over the player. This edge can range from a few percent to over 20%, depending on the game. For example, in roulette, the house edge is around 5.26%, which means that for every $100 you bet, you can expect to lose around $5.26. Now, you might be thinking, that's not so bad, I could still win big. But the thing is, the house edge is designed to grind you down over time, making it almost impossible to win in the long run. Let me tell you a story about a friend of mine who thought he could beat the house edge. He was a skilled blackjack player, and he had developed a strategy that he thought would give him an edge over the casino. He spent hours studying the game, practicing his skills, and developing a system that he was sure would work. And at first it did. He won big, and he thought he had finally cracked the code. But as time went on, he started to lose. He lost big, and he couldn't understand why. The truth is, the house edge is a powerful force, and it will always come out on top in the end. The second money trap is the concept of variance. Variance refers to the ups and downs of gambling, where you can experience a hot streak 1 minute and a cold streak the next. Casinos love variance because it keeps you coming back for more. When you're on a hot streak, you feel invincible, and you're more likely to bet big and often. But when you're on a cold streak, you're more likely to chase your losses, trying to recoup your money. Either way, the casino wins. I remember a time when I was on a hot streak at the slot machines. I was winning big, and I felt like I was on top of the world. I was betting big, and I was winning even bigger. But as the night wore on, my luck started to change. I began to lose, and I couldn't understand why. I was doing the same thing I've been doing all night, but the results were different. That's the power of variance, and it's a trap that can be difficult to escape. The third money trap is the use of bonuses and promotions. Casinos love to offer bonuses and promotions to lure you in and keep you playing. These can range from free spins to match deposits, and they can be very tempting. But the thing is, these bonuses often come with strings attached. For example, you might need to wager a certain amount of money before you can withdraw your winnings, or you might be restricted to certain games. Either way, the casino is getting you to play more, and that's what they want. Let me give you an example. I signed up for a casino that offered a 100% match deposit bonus. I deposited $100, and I got $100 in bonus money. I was excited to play, and I started betting big. But as I read the fine print, I realized that I had to wager $1,000 before I could withdraw my winnings. That's a lot of money, and it's a trap that can be difficult to escape. The fourth and final money trap is the psychology of gambling. Casinos are designed to be psychological traps with flashing lights, loud noises, and enticing music. They're designed to keep you in a state of flow where you're completely absorbed in the game and you're not thinking about the consequences. They're also designed to make you feel like you're in control, when in reality, you're not. For example, slot machines are designed to give you small wins often, to keep you playing and thinking that you're on the verge of a big win. I remember a time when I was playing slots, and I was on a roll. I was winning small amounts, and I felt like I was in control. I was betting big, and I was winning even bigger. But as the night wore on, I started to lose. I was chasing my losses, and I was getting more and more agitated. That's when I realized that I was in a trap, and I needed to get out. So, what can you do to avoid these money traps? The first thing is to understand the house edge and variance. Know that the casino has an advantage, and that variance is a natural part of gambling. The second thing is to set a budget and stick to it. Don't chase your losses, and don't bet more than you can afford to lose. The third thing is to be aware of bonuses and promotions, and to read the fine print before you sign up. And finally, be aware of the psychology of gambling, and take steps to protect yourself. In conclusion, the casino money traps are real, and they can be devastating if you're not careful. But by understanding the house edge, variance, bonuses and promotions, and the psychology of gambling, you can avoid these traps and play smart. So, the next time you're at the casino, remember, the house edge is always against you. Variance is a natural part of gambling, bonuses and promotions come with strings attached, and the psychology of gambling is designed to keep you playing. Don't fall into the trap, and don't lose more than you can afford to lose. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.